Hey guys, right in this video I'll try to convert this plan which is drawn in AutoCAD right into Revit, and let's create it at home. Alright, there are a couple of points that we like to consider. The first thing is, we need to only import plan. If you're having section elevation or any other thing which is other than plan, you don't want to take it up. So delete all those unnecessary elevation. So we would like to delete all those unnecessary objects, we can say. Then alright, that's the first point which we would like to consider. And the second point, that is, if you might have anything other than your plan, maybe there might be some object, if there are some objects there, here or there, so I'd like to delete all those unnecessary objects. So I delete all those unnecessary objects, and finally you're gonna get into zoom and hit the extends button here. So right now, after filling zoom extends, your plan should be filling the screen. Okay, only the plan should fill the screen. Alright, I don't compel you to move this object right into origin. That's up to you. I don't like to see those dimensions, so I like to select similar and delete it. I'll like to delete all those text. Select similar and delete all those text. Finally, I would like to understand the units which you have drawn these objects. So I like to get into the linear dimension, DLI, and I like to measure the thickness of any non-object. So I know this wall is drawn using the absolute value 20, so the units might be in centimeter. So you have to convey that. So you have to convey the type of units which you have drawn in AutoCAD by entering units, and well, I like to pick up a centimeter, and so the units will be in centimeter. And finally, I would like to save this file, and we'll save as, and I'm gonna place it right in the desktop. Alright, well, that's enough. Now after, right in Revit, turn on an architecture template. Alright, afterwards you're gonna get into insert. Right in insert, we're having import CAD here. Get into import CAD, and I like to pick up those files, which is essentially this file here. And right in these settings, I don't want you to change every settings here. I like to change up the units. First we need to click on this file. Then I know that the units which we have inserted in AutoCAD is centimeter. This is the first thing that you would like to change. And the second thing is positioning. I like to pick it up right in manual center, so the cursor will be right at the center of this plan. Alright, then I like to enable the current view only, because I don't want to see these plan once we had drawn it or once we are there in 3D view. So just open it and just place it over here. So that's the simple step in importing plan. Now we would like to convert all these lines. These are the native lines. These are not 3D objects, these are the native lines, and we'd like to convert all these native lines into the physical wall, door, and windows. Alright, the first thing is I like to enable maybe any of this realistic consistent color or shaded option. So let it be consistent color. First, let's try to draw the wall, or before I like to maybe change the unit right into, well, centimeter. So well, this could be like a centimeter, and well, here also it'll be like centimeters. Well, that's okay. Now let's try to draw the wall. I know that the thickness of this wall is 20 centimeters, so the thickness is 20 centimeter here. Alright, now the top level will go right into the first floor. You can say that I'm in right in ground floor, and the top level of the wall will go right and hit it first floor. Okay, then use pick line, and this option for location line will be maybe finish with exterior or interior. Really doesn't matter which one we picked. Now we need to place that dotted line that should stays right to the inside of the wall. So a simple click will do the job. Well, when we click right in here, you can say that the windows have been disappeared. So I'm gonna right click here and select the wall, right click, And I would like to override graphics and view, that should be by category. And I like to increase the transparency of this wall, maybe by could be like 40%, but really doesn't want you to pick it up too high, so the wall will be disappearing. Maybe 5% will do the job. Alright, I shall continue drawing the wall here, and all of these dotted lines should stay right in the center. And okay, and this is not possible as there is no wall right on here, so the better option is you'd like to pick it up here. And well, oh man, undo it. Alright, we don't need to create wall here. I can simply make use of trim command here. So trim first wall and second wall. Right here also you can make use of trim. So if you're gonna get into the 3D view, right in here. Where is 3D view? Get into the 3D view, you can see that all of this wall is here. And let's now try to place the door here. So for placing door, if you're gonna get into the door, it's not possible to place doors here. Why? Because you're not having any door here. We're not having any wall opening wall here. So the Revit will only allow you to place doors on walls. So physically, either you can select the wall, make use of this grip, and you can extend it right until it hit the wall, or you can make use of trim. You can make use of the first trim or extend the corner, or you can make use of the second trim or extend single element. If you're using the second trim, you like to pick up the boundary, then you like to pick up the wall, which we would like to extend here. Pick up the boundary, pick onto the wall, but you like to extend here, boundary, wall, and do the same procedure. Yeah, boundary wall, boundary wall. Right, so all of these gaps are clear, and I like to place door here. So I'm saying that there are 3 types of door in this building. So I'm gonna get into door, which is right in here, and I'm gonna get into, if you'd like you can load family and you can pick up a different style of door. Well, I like to get into the UK folder, and this will be doors here, and maybe internal door, and probably I like to pick up this sort of door here, and I like to change the name. That will be like duplicating it. The first door will be D, and the size will be just like the width of the door will be like maybe 100 centimeter. And again, duplicate it. We like to have the second door, which is D1, and that will be having the width of 90 centimeter, and the third door will be a D3, maybe D2, and the size will be just like maybe 80 centimeter. So we are having 3 types of door here, and by analyzing this plan, we are having D right here, and all the other doors are D1 except for toilets. So I'm gonna pick up the D, and the D will be right here. Okay, and the next we are having D2 right onto this bathroom. Either you can open it out or you can open it in. I like to open it inside. Why? Because this is kitchen. Okay. Okay, the third type of door is right over here. I think this is a toilet, right? Yeah. I have no idea. I like to place the D2 right here, but you could say that the thickness is not obtaining properly. Let me check the size of this door. That is just only 79.2 centimeters, so let me We'll change it, duplicate it, D3 maybe. I like to change the size. It'll be just like 76 centimeter. I'm not going super precise over there. And use the arrow keys for changing up the size. Anyways, that's enough. Now let's fix the other doors here. So that will be D1 over here, over here, over over here, and well, over here. Use spacebar for flipping. Alright, so that's all about placing a door. Alright, now let's trying to place the windows here. So I would like to say there are a couple of 3-panel windows, 2-panel windows, and some ventilators are there. So first let's try to understand the size of all these things. So get into modify, and you're having a yellow scale right here. So there's a measure between two reference. So pick up 2 points here, and so that will show 152.38. So get into window. I like to select a 3-panel window right here, so that will be right here. Well, I like to select up maybe a 3-panel window here, so I saw that somewhere over here. Alright, so I select it, and I'm gonna get into the edit type. So the width will be like 153, maybe 0.2. Alright, so here is a 3-panel window.
Here is a 3-panel window. Here is a 3-panel window. Here is a 3-panel window. And here is a 3-panel window. Here is a 3-panel window. Here is a 3-panel window.
I think that's all okay now, so let's go for a 2-panel window. Get into load family, and maybe I like to pick up a 2-panel window here. So maybe that's enough. Before placing, I'd like to know the size of this, so I'm gonna get into modify, and first point to second point, that will be like 1 meter. Great. So get in the window, edit type, and change the width right into 1 meter. Great. And like to place it right here. So that's all about placing 2-panel window, and we are having some ventilators here. And as before placing up, I'd like to know the size of it, and maybe from first point to second point, that is showing up 60. Okay, so window, I think, well, get into here, and well, I'd like to change the size, that is maybe 60 here, and I'd like to place it right in here. Right in here, and well, right in here. So that's all about placing windows here. So that kind of okay. And now let's try to place the floor and plinth. Okay, so now we're having windows here. So now let's try to place the floor and plinth. So in order to place a floor and plinth, first I like to place the plinth, so I'm gonna get into site, and I like to create a new wall, so maybe duplicating that and renaming it as plinth. And as you go, the size will be like maybe 10 centimeter. And I can change the material, but I'm not really interested in rendering. And the height will goes right from -45 to level 1 or to the ground floor. And I'm gonna use pick line, and I like to make sure that the door line stays out. And let's place it right here, and that's enough. And I can trim it using first wall and second wall, first wall and second wall, first wall and second wall here. So now I'm gonna get into 3D. You can see that our floor is right here. Let me change the color. Alright, now what we're gonna have is let's try to draw the floor. The drawing floor is quite simple. I'm gonna get into the floor, and I like to pick up all these points, the external face of the wall, and I should like to place the external face of the wall, and you can again trim it if you like, first and second. I always want to make it a closed loop and enable it. They might ask you some questions whether you like to attach. You can always attach it, and will like to detach the target. And if you try to place a section right here, you have to see that, get into the section view, you have to see that the wall should cut away the floor here. So the floor and wall will be quite a different structure. So you have to convey that right into Revit by providing attach button and detach the targets. So that's how you'll be placing floor. Now let's try to recreate story number 2 here. So for building story number 2, I'd like to select up everything other than floor and the plinth, and you can copy that here and align to selected level, and I'd like to place it right into the first floor. So you can see that object is right now there in the second story. Now get into the first floor, and I like to draw a floor right here. So I have to really care that the floor in the first story will be having some offset or some projection outside. So we have to provide that sort of projection here by making use of the offset option, and I like to trim it. Just want to create a closed loop, and well, that's enough, and I like to attach it and detach the target or unjoin the element. So that's not a realistic case. If you press the attach option, you can see that the floor wall intersection will be right here, and if you press do not attach option, the wall will be right intersection. So the wall will be having some common intersection with that of the floor, which is not at all the realistic case. So that's the thing. Alright, now let's try to place a stair right here. So let's maybe create Dual Leg Stair. So first, before drawing that, I'd like to understand the width of the stair. That is probably 180. So the stair will go right through this side, and I'll be having a landing right here, and it will come up to this side. So the whole part will be landing here. So the total distance right in here is 180, 1.8 meter, 180. So 180 minus 50 times 4, 180 minus 400. 180 minus 200 is 160. So 160, half of 160 will be 80. So we're gonna get into the stair. The width of the stair will be 80, and I like to place up the option which is exterior support right, and well, I like to draw the stair right from here. The total number is and before drawing the stair, I like to change this number, the design number of riser, maybe into an even number, and I could say that 9 riser will be right here, and we are having another 9 riser right here. Okay, no problem, and I like to align this. Alright, now let's see what's happening in the 3D view here. So the stair is right into the top, but you can say that I like to make an opening right here. So in order to make an opening, either you can cut a specific part of the slab, or you can cut throughout the slab. I like to cut the specific part of the slab by simply editing the floor. And well, maybe the first point will be here, and the second point will be maybe here. Okay, attach it. I'm so sorry. So you can say that the floor is right here, and now let's try to connect this handrail and get into the 3D top view, and let's draw a railing right here. Now let's try to place a railing here. So you know that the railing should start from here, and you know, you can either make use of offset or pick line. Maybe I like to have 10 centimeter and get into the pick line. One goes right here and the other one goes well right here, and we'll trim it. And again here you like to trim it and attach the level right into the first floor. Well, you can see that as it is right here. Alright. Finally, let's try to place the roof right in here. So in order to place a roof, I like to have a level which is made by using pick line and right on top of here. So the roof will be right in OO. If you get into OO, maybe you can't see anything or you can't see anything. If the object in level is not visible, you are having two options here. The first is get into the first floor and make use of roof and change the thickness here, and the roof shall go right into the third level 00 anyways. Overhang it 60 centimeter and you can draw a roof right from there. That's the first method. Now there's one more method here that's like get into the level, and there's an option here called this underlay, and if you like to look down, right, should be that is first floor. You can say that everything will be right here, and gonna get into roof, overhang at 60 centimeter, and this one goes here. Right, and trim it. Alright, I'm gonna get into the 3D view. See that roof is right here, and maybe if you like to have a railing right here, that will be in the first floor. I'm getting to the railing, and maybe I like to draw right one from here, and we'll disable the chain option, and one from here. Finally we can trim it. Alright, that's it. Alright, the next thing, I'd like to place a stair right here. That will be right in the ground floor. You can draw a stair by using a couple of different techniques. I'm gonna draw a stair. So let's create a stair right from here, and the stair will be starting from -45 from the first floor, and it would reach the first floor itself, just like as we draw on a plinth. Now draw right from here, and you can align it. Okay, then I would like to edit the stair by getting into convert it, and I like to edit the sketch. Alright, align it, and you know, it's not possible to align this line here. Align it right this, and well, I like to rotate it from here, go right here, and again I would like to align it right from here to here. Okay, then I like to move it right, maybe first point here to second point here, or you can simply delete it and draw a new line having length of 50 centimeter by making use of the boundary option here. Now let's try to trim it by using the second trim option. Pick up the boundary, and now let's trim it by making use of the third trim option here. Pick up the boundary, and I like to select all of this line here. Alright, then after, I like to make use of the riser option here. I think the distance is 25. riser, and you can make use of offset option, and the distance shall be 25. One goes right in, another one goes right in, and either you can trim or you can split element. One goes here and the other one goes here, and delete all these unnecessary parts. Now you can trim it. Make use of first, and I'm sorry, one more, trim it right here. Now trim it. First line, a second line, and we're having the third line here. Alright, that's enough, and tick it. So right now you can see that the stair is right here. I'm gonna get into the 3D view. Alright, I have assigned some sort of materials here. Now let me try to draw the side. Okay, get in on one single side, pick up a topo surface, and the height goes like -45 centimeter, and I like to pick up all these points where the side gonna be like. And finally, I think that's enough. Maybe I like to assign some material for roof. Maybe tiles. That's enough. And thanks for watching.